The Bible says that the Word became flesh, and it made its dwelling among us. This is one of the most amazing things about our God, that Jesus would take on flesh and that He would enter our world so that we would never again have to wonder what God is like. As young life leaders, that's the privilege that we have, to enter into a world of teenagers, meeting them right where they are and loving them regardless, all in the hopes of showing them a picture of God who is absolutely crazy about them. But how can a small group of young life leaders possibly impact a school of 2,000 plus kids? It starts by going where they are and not waiting on them to come to us. In Young Life, we call it contact work. Our leaders go to games, past the adult section, and right into the middle of the chaos of the student section, just to have the chance to learn that next name. We want to be found right in the middle, where passions, vulgar and profane, blurt out obscenities, where faces hide wounded hearts filled with torment and fear. We want to be found right there, right in the middle where God has uniquely positioned us to shine forth His grace, His hope, His love, and His truth. During the week, you can see young life leaders hanging out with kids after school, going fishing, playing pickup basketball, tutoring, coaching sports at the school, or simply just grabbing some chips and queso with kids on a Monday night at Moe's. Our goal is not simply to share the gospel with kids, but our very lives as well.
As relationships grow, kids might start being interested in Young Life, and the first place they usually come is club. Rarely do you ever see seniors and freshmen, band kids, athletes, and even art students from Bluffton and Hilton Head come together and hang out. But for one night a week, that's exactly what you see at Young Life Club. You will see kids singing at the top of their lungs, laughing till their ribs hurt at skits and games. And finally, at the end of the night, a leader talking briefly about the man they call Jesus. This is all done to break down walls and soften the hearts of kids. Each week, we watch as walls come crashing down, and many kids, maybe even for the first time, get to hear about a God who is absolutely in love with them.
Every summer, we invite kids on the adventure of a lifetime. We don't take them to the Alps or to the Bahamas or to a beach somewhere, but we take them to a Young Life camp, a place designed specifically for high school kids to have the best week of their lives. A place where kids begin to experience what authentic relationship can taste like and what true adventure can be. And the awesome thing is they get to see it all intertwined as they hear about the greatest love story ever told. They hear the truth about a God who loves them right where they are, but enough to not leave them there. We see countless kids begin relationships with Jesus, going from death to life. But the best part of this is boarding the bus and coming home with these same kids, knowing that it is not just a week-long friendship you created, but one that they get to bring home with them that can truly change everything. As we get home, we continue to walk right alongside them as they start to follow Christ.
We know they need a community, that they can't do it alone. And Campaigners is exactly that. Campaigners is a weekly Bible study in kids' and leaders' homes. If you were to walk in, you would see kids open the Bible for the first time, alongside kids who have been walking with Jesus for years. You would see kids praying together and laughing together, asking real questions, and trying to practically figure out what it would look like if we believe this, and then walked into the doors of our high school believing it. Kids aren't coming to be part of a Bible study, but coming to be part of a community. We encourage these kids to use club as their ministry so they can lead their friends to an encounter with Jesus. And as Young Life leaders, we continue walking alongside kids to help plug them into a local church, hoping that one day their families would be able to step in and follow Jesus as part of a local church body too.
It's worth every penny that we spend, every ounce of time and energy that we give, because kids' lives are changing for eternity, and we get to be a small part of that.